and wet mine one more time.
That's cool.
I like the vocal work on this.
This is awesome. Welcome back to Wave React.
A week ago, we listened to the Tortured Poets Department Standard Edition, and now we're going to hop into the Anthology, which is another, I think, 15 tracks. So,
Yep.
you guys ready?
We're ready.
Yep, I'm ready.
Here we go. This is The Black Dog.
In your location, you forgot to turn it off. And so I watched as you walk into some bar called the Black Dog and pierce new holes in my heart. You forgot to turn it off.
It's stalking him.
And it hits me. I just don't understand how you don't miss me in the Black Dog when someone plays the starting line. and
Hey,
jump
shout out
off.
to the starting
She's
line.
too young to know this song that was intertwined in the magic fabric of our dreaming. Old
Really cool.
habits die, sweet.
Ooh.
Nice.
Whoa.
I move through
Wow.
the world with a heart broken. My longings stay unspoken, and I may never open up the way I did for you. I just don't understand how you don't miss me in the shower and remember how my rain-soaked body was shaking. Do you hate me? Was it hazing for a cruel fraternity I pledged and I still mean it? Old habits die, scream.
Oh, I love that.
6 weeks of
That was really cool.
breathing clean air. I still miss the smoke and hire a priest to calm and exorcise my demons.
That was cool.
Even if I die, scream.
Oof.
Love that extended note.
And I hope you and I hope it's shady in the Black Dog when someone plays the starting line and you jump up, but she's too young to know this song that was intertwined in the tragic fabric of our dreaming. 'Cause tail between your legs, you're leaving. I still can't believe it. 'Cause old habits die, scream.
Nice vocal there at the end. It's like almost, her voice is almost breaking.
That was awesome.
Mm-hmm.
Wow. Yeah, I really like that. Good start to this bonus second CD.
Shout out to the starting line.
Yeah. They got to be stoked.
Oh, for
Can you
sure.
imagine just
Yeah.
being mentioned in that Taylor Swift song?
Such cool imagery. Like, I don't know, you break up with somebody, forget to turn off your location or whatever, and you're still hanging on to the memory of that person. It's like you don't want to look at it. Yeah, maybe it seems creepy or whatever, but you just know, you open it, notice they're somewhere else, and I don't know.
Yep.
I just saw all of that in my head very vividly. I don't know. That's how I
It's like
interpreted
seeing
it.
someone's Instagram stories after you've broken up.
Yeah, exactly.
All the things that they're doing
Yep.
without
All
you.
that kind of stuff. Just like the process of letting go when you
Sure.
haven't fully.
Like
get
old
it.
habits die screaming.
Yeah, exactly. She plays out what it's like at this place called the Black Dog, and at first seems like really positive. Then she's like, no, I hope you have a bad time and that the person you meet doesn't even know who the starting line is or whatever. Because the starting line broke up in like 07, 08, whatever. So shout out Kenny Vasoli, though. All of his other bands are cool.
Yeah.
I liked
Really like
the Analogy with the fraternity.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
noticed that too. Or was that?
Yeah. Was it
Like,
hazing?
Yep.
Was it hazing for a cool fraternity that I pledged? Yeah. Now I believe, they were broken up because of this whole section here. 6 weeks of
Right,
breathing
of
clean air.
yep.
Like they've been broken up for 6 weeks.
Mhm.
But still longing for
Yeah.
that. Like I still miss the smoke,
Yeah.
the smell
Were you
of
making-
you or whatever.
Yeah, like the production part, like I was saying, whenever it got
Oh,
real
that was
loud
really
and then just kind of
cool.
let go. And then just the whole build up at the end was really nice.
Yeah, I didn't expect that build
yeah.
up to kind of come in there.
Yeah.
That was cool.
That's why I liked it. It was so unexpected.
All right, this next one's I'm going to get you back. There's no spaces.
Lilac
Whoa.
short skirt, the one that fits me like skin.
Like side chaining.
Did your research, you knew the price going in.
That's crazy.
And I'll tell you
Whoa.
one thing, honey, I can tell when somebody still wants me. Come clean, haven't decided yet, but I'm gonna get you back. Whether I'm gonna curse you out or take you back to my house, I haven't decided yet, but I'm gonna get you back. I hear the whispers in your eyes, will make you wanna think twice. You'll find that you were never not mine. Small talk, big love, act like I don't care what you did. I'm an Aston Martin that you steered straight into the ditch, then ran and hid. And I'll tell you one
Those
thing,
drums
Drums
are so
are just
cool.
so sick.
can take the upper hand and touch your body, flip the script and leave you like a dumb house party.
Cool
Or I
vocals,
might
Pan.
just love you till the end.
Uh-huh.
I'm gonna be your wife or gonna smash up your bike. I haven't decided yet, but I'm gonna get you back. Whether I'm
That
gonna
double
flip you
meaning
off or
when I'm going to get you back.
closet. I haven't decided
Like I'm going to retaliate or I'm going to
Yet.
get you back
Get
in my
you
life.
back.
Falsetto, nice.
Really amazing vocals on this one.
Yeah.
Just showing off.
But I love you just the same. Pick your poison, babe. I'm poison either way. Whether I'm gonna be your wife or gonna smash up your bike, I haven't decided yet, but I'm gonna get you back. Whether I'm gonna curse you out or
Nice drop out there.
my house, I haven't decided yet, but I'm gonna get you back.
That was really cool.
Yeah. I like the poppiness of it. It was cool.
Once I thought I had the song figured out, it would change up.
Same. I don't feel like I figured it out until the very end, to be honest with you. Like, am I gonna get you back in evil way or like
That's
gonna
it.
punish you, or am I gonna get you back like I'm gonna take you back? Kind of like a toxic
Right.
relationship once again, sort of. Am I
Double
gonna be your
meaning.
wife or smash up your bike, you know?
Yeah.
She doesn't know yet. She hasn't decided yet. So
Am I gonna go back into this thing that I know is not gonna work, or am I gonna smash your motorcycle?
yeah. Really cool.
I ask myself that every day.
I really like the chorus.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Catchy.
that was
Cool.
very catchy.
And
Really
then-
like that one.
I don't know if anybody's ever said it, but the bridge is really good. I don't know if she's good at bridges or anything.
Nah, this is probably the first one I've liked from her, to be honest with you.
Top into this next one. It's called The Albatross, produced by Aaron Dessner.
They tried to warn him about her. Cross your thoughtless heart. Only liquor anoints you. destroy you. Wise men once said,
I love the
Got a country
feel of this
feel.
one.
kills the garden,
Yep.
one less temptress.
It's that guitar giving it that country vibe to me.
Yeah.
Only liquor and
Aaron
you. She
brings that on quite a bit of his tracks.
Albatross. She is here to destroy you. Devils that you know, raise worse hell than a stranger. She's the death you chose. You're in terrible danger. And when that sky rains fire on you, and your persona non grata, I'll tell you how I've been there too, and that none of it matters.
Strings are really pretty.
Wise men once read fake news, and they believed it. Spread my wings like a
nice hook.
Such a cinematic chorus, but such a driving
Yeah,
verse.
good.
I love it.
Good catch. That classic Destner
That was awesome.
pulse that he always has. I mean, I feel it's clearly about herself, and like I relate this a lot to her song Peace, where she sings about wish I could, but I can't give him peace because of her lifestyle, of all this. And I think this is kind of a play off that, but probably also more incorporating, you know, her mental, you know, how she feels about herself. You know, she says
I
she's
can
here
see
to
that.
destroy you.
I'm the albatross, I'm the bird. I flew
Yeah.
away. I'm leaving because you can't have peace with me here.
You know, I think you're right. But if you guys got any other insight on this song, let us know in the comments.
Next one's a doozy. So do you guys want to listen to Chloe or Sam or Sophia or Marcus? Which one? Oh, it's all one song.
And you saw my bones out with somebody new who seemed like he would have
Piano's
bullied
beautiful.
you in school, and you
Yeah.
just watched it happen. If you wanna break my cold, cold heart, just say I loved you the way that you were. If you wanna tear my world apart, just say you've always wondered. You said some things that I can't unabsorb. You turned me into an idea of sorts, and you just watched it. If
That
you
electric
wanna
guitar is
break
tasty.
my cold, cold heart, just say I loved you the way that you were. If you wanna tear my world apart, just say you've always wondered. Will that make your memory fade from this scarlet maroon?
Maroon.
Like it never happened. Could it be enough to just float in your orbit? Can we watch our phantoms like watching wild horses? Cooler in theory.
She mentioned Phantoms on another song on a standard edition.
It just didn't happen. So if you wanna break my cold, cold heart, say you loved me. And if you wanna tear my world apart, say you'll always wonder.
Beautiful. So I take this as a past relationship. Seems like way in the past. She kind of wished it would have been something more, but it wasn't. So like the line, you know, and if you want to tear my world apart, say you always wonder,
What
Like,
could have happened
yeah.
if we stayed together?
right? Like she's
That's the way I
like,
took it too.
In her mind, she's saying, okay, he didn't want anything to do with me.
Right.
But maybe if he did, that would like kill me because maybe
Yeah.
we could have been something more. Which reminds me of the song "The One" by Folklore.
I got so sucked into the production on that one because it was just that one, like, it almost sounded like a little sample. It was a very vintage sound, like a doodaloo, doodaloo.
Yeah.
I thought that, I took that as like electric guitar, but yeah, maybe it was
Maybe. I don't know.
I wasn't
Whatever
sure what it was.
Yeah.
that was nice.
It was cool though.
I
But it
love
worked.
just being able to tell like the difference between Aaron and Jack. Different sounds, but they just both work so well together with Taylor.
Yeah. I'd say Aaron leans more towards organic with the subtle electronic, and Antonoff's kind of the opposite. More electronic, subtle,
I agree.
organic.
I totally agree.
Yeah, but it works. I think as an album, like it's a great team because it does give you that variation. Right, the next one?
Yep.
How did it end?
Probably about the show The OA on Netflix. How did it end?
There we go. That's better. Angelic.
We hereby conduct this post-mortem. He was a hothouse flower to my outdoorsman. The empathetic hunger descends. We'll tell no one except all of our friends. We must know. How did it end? We were blind to unforeseen circumstances. We learned the right steps to different dances.
Really beautiful piano.
Fell victim to
Love that.
interlopers' glances. Lost the game of chance. What are the chances? Soon they'll go home to their husbands, smug 'cause they know they can trust him. How did it end?
That's tasty.
Amazing. That guitar.
And you can still hear a vocal back there, slightly.
Say it once again with feeling, how the death rattle breathing, silenced as the soul was leaving. The deflation of our dreaming, leaving me bereft and reeling. My beloved ghost and me, sitting in a tree. D-Y-I-N-G. It's happening again.
Oh, this is beautifully dark. Man.
Yeah, I was gonna say, Taylor was down bad.
Pretend like I understand. How did it end?
Very sad.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Jeez. I mean, it definitely seems like a relationship ending, but what gets me is it's happening again. How did it end? And it's heartbreaking. It's just like another relationship ended, why did it end? And her just really trying to figure it all out and figure out, what the problem was. Am I the problem?
Yeah.
Leaving me bereft and reeling, my beloved ghost and me sitting in a tree, D-Y-I-N-G. Like the death rattle breathing, that's like when you literally your last breaths. I don't know. I'm gonna have to think on these.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm going to have to sit with this one a little longer.
These are, the standard edition. I mean, I've sat with that for a week, and my thoughts on the songs kept changing as I've listened to them. So first listen. So I was just kind of trying to figure it out. I really need to absorb it. Which why we do 2 weeks later.
Mm-hmm.
And the production, I mean, beautiful.
Super
Like
beautiful.
you said, the piano, and then that whole section there where it was just the instrumentation. I think, it was just.
One thing I really love about Aaron that I realized when that track started is on that piano, it just sounds like a microphone, a very good microphone right over a nice, like it sounded so warm, and you had the room noise. Like it just sounded very real. and authentic. You know, it's not like a patch you pull up on a MIDI or anything like that. Like it just had that warmth, and that's what I love about his production.
Next one's So High School. Okay. That guitar is tasty.
Shout out to Stifler. Stifler.
Sounds like the theme song to a high school sitcom or drama.
I was gonna say this actually sounds like almost like it could be on American Pie soundtrack. Like it's 2000s.
I was gonna say the starting line, but it's lower than the starting line.
Yeah. Okay.
Hey.
She referencing Brand New now? I'm liking hearing Happy Taylor again.
Me too. That was really cool. I enjoyed those lyrics a lot.
Yeah.
All those references. A new relationship, and it's like those butterflies. It almost gives you that giddy feeling like when you were in high school and you're just meeting this guy. Like, I really liked every time I look at you, I want to find you in a crowd just to hide from you. Like when you're like really young and like you're all excited, but then you're kind of a little bit scared too.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was cool.
And that time in your life, you have like no worries. Like your life is the honeymoon stage of a relation. Like, you know, you get in a relationship, I don't know, like no worries, no cares. You're kind of just like drunk on this new thing. And in high school, you're so high school. I don't know. Like I had no worries or cares back then. It was
all you had to do on a Saturday night was hang with your friends, not work, no responsibilities.
Yeah. And
watch American Pie.
Yeah.
I played Grand Theft Auto with my bros. What version are we talking about?
Right?
Are you going to marry, kiss, or kill me? It's just a game, but really I'm betting on all three.
High school game, man. All day.
But I know this next part, I'm betting on all three. Like, I guess, marry, kiss,
I think it's because, like, when you're asked that question in high school, it's always like three people you're given. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, I want to be all three of those
I like
to
that.
you.
Even if it's kill me.
Yeah.
I really enjoyed that. Like I said, it was nice to hear a Happy Taylor after so many down bad Taylors.
Definitely had some pop punky vibes on the production too. Like the guitar reminded me of some like Blink-182, the drums. I don't know.
I think it was just overall throwback to her memories of high school.
And like our time in high school. That felt like, I don't know. Our
I really connected with that song.
Yeah. Oh, this is a perfect follow-up song to So High School. I hate it here.
That's what I was just about to say. I was like, we're going
once
happy.
the allure of high school wears off, it's like, I actually hate it here.
Quick, tell me something awful, like you are a poet, trapped inside the body of a finance guy. Tell me all your secrets, all you'll ever be. gardens in my mind. People need a key to get to. The only one is mine. I read about it in a book when I was a precocious child. No mid-sized city hopes and small town fears. I'm there most of the year cause I hate it here.
Interesting vocal.
I hate it here. Seems like it was never even fun back then. Nostalgia is a mind's trick. If I'd been there, I'd hate it. It was freezing in the palace. I hate it here, so I will go to lunar valleys in my mind. When they found a better planet, only the gentle survived.
A guitar pluck just hanging through the whole song.
But I'm good.
And the
Imagine doing
piano.
that live.
I'm fine. I'll save
And the
all
piano,
my
man.
romanticism for my inner life, and I'll get lost on purpose. This place made me feel worthless.
I'm a poet stuck in a web developer's body.
I think she means she hates it here. Reality. She gets lost in her head.
Okay.
Like she talks about the
Daydreaming.
lunar valleys, lucid dreams, daydreams, like just escapism
Yeah.
to the fullest. Yeah,
For sure.
secret gardens in my mind. People need a key to get to. Like, yeah, I'm just lost in my thoughts, but they're locked away. The only person who knows what's inside my head's me.
That's a good, yeah.
Right.
The only place where I can truly be alone and away from it all.
Yeah.
You know, like she's different. Not many people are on her level.
Totally.
So
How
for
do you relate
her-
to?
yeah, who do you relate to?
For sure.
On this next one, thank you, Aimee.
I've been anxious to hear this one.
Keep hearing people talk about it too.
Yep.
Did the keyboard get broken when they spelled it out?
So,
Why is
and
KIM capitalized?
you really don't know?
There's a bronze spray tan statue of you, and a plaque underneath it that threatens to push me down the stairs at our school. All that time you were throwing punches, I was building something, and I can't forgive the way you made me feel. Screamed "fuck you, Aimee" to the night sky as the blood was gushing, but I can't forget the way you made me heal.
Interesting flip there. Lyric.
And it wasn't a fair fight. Everyone knows that my mother is a saintly woman, but she used to say she wished that she were dead.
Dang.
I push
Rough.
each boulder up
Ours.
the hill. Your words are still just ringing in my head, ringing in my head. I wrote 1,000 songs that you find uncool. I built a legacy which you can't undo. But when I count the scars, there's a moment of truth that there wouldn't be this if there hadn't been you.
I like that.
And maybe you've reframed it, and in your mind you never beat my spirit black and blue. I don't think you've changed much, and so I changed your name and any real defining clues. And one day your kid comes home singing a song that only us two is gonna know is about you. 'Cause
Only us two.
all that time you were throwing punches, it was all for nothing.
In a general sense, I really like the message of this. You know, in your life, you have people that tell you, you can't do that. You're not worthy. And if you use that as motivation to just push through, focus on what needs to be focused on and show them later. Like do the long con here. Be successful.
Success is literally the best
Yeah.
revenge.
Right.
For real.
Yeah. There's a line about the way you made me heal.
Mm-hmm.
We were kind of talking a little bit about earlier about after that whole fiasco with Kim and Kanye that she kind of took a step back for a while, focused on her, secluded herself. And I feel like that was a healing process for her. And she came out better for it.
For sure.
She really found herself during that time, it seems like.
People not believing in you when you believe in yourself or believing in an idea or whatever, like that has been some of the greatest motivation in my life for sure. Like, yeah, there's no better feeling than just like, I don't know, winning and
proving somebody else wrong.
Yes. Oh my gosh. Like, and not even in a disrespectful way, just like putting your head down and focusing and like, and then, you know, you see that person or they change their tune or whatever. And it's just like, yeah, man, I'm good. Yeah, I'm good. I did it without you.
But when I count the scars, there was a moment of truth that there wouldn't be this if there hadn't been you, you know, really crediting the person in a way because they motivated you to push on and change or accomplish something. Yeah. All right. This next one's I look in people's windows. So now she's stalking people.
I had died the tiniest death. I spied the catch in your breath. Out, 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 out. Northbound, I got carried away as you boarded your train. South, south.
Flight Bacoder.
South, south, a feather taken by the wind, blowing. I'm afflicted by the not knowing, so I look in people's windows, transfixed by rose golden glows. They have their friends over to drink nice wine. I look in people's windows in case you're at their table. What if your eyes looked up and met mine one more time?
That's cool.
I like the vocal work on this.
This is awesome.
You had stopped and
There's like a weird sample there.
I still ponder what it meant. Now, 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 now. I tried searching faces on streets. What are the chances you'd be down, 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 down? Does it feel alright to not know me? I'm addicted to the if only, so I look in people's windows like I'm some deranged weirdo. I attend Christmas parties from outside. I look in people's windows in case you're at their table. What if your eyes looked up and met mine one more time?
Interesting. Seems like
short one.
kind of lost, like that in between period after a breakup.
Yeah, I mean,
it's that in between period when you haven't quite let go yet.
I definitely think it's got to be that too, because the top, I mean, it's like I died the tiniest death. I saw the catch in your breath. Yeah. I died the tiniest death, almost like a piece of me died, you know, like a relationship, a part of you dies.
Yeah. Production, I really enjoyed.
Me too. That was one of my favorite ones on this album so far.
Really cool production choices with that.
Just high ambient keys and the guitar once again was really cool.
And then all her vocal work with the out,
Amazing.
out, doing that. And then she did a lot of cool vocal layering. And then I swore there was parts with a vocoder, but maybe it was just harmonized. Yeah.
There was a certain kind of like wave or warp to the track. I felt that, maybe that was vocoder. I don't know.
Okay.
It was really good.
Nice work, Aaron. All right, this next one's The Prophecy. Oh, actually, that was Antonov. Okay.
He's not,
So I take that back. That was Antonov. Okay, and that explains some of the vocal stuff. That seems more
that
his
last song
style.
was Jack?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, now I don't like it.
Sounds the same.
Lame. We're working together, guys.
I was only joking, my dear.
Okay, The Prophecy.
Hand on the throttle, thought I caught lightning in a bottle. Oh, but it's gone again. got bitten.
Ooh, that's cool.
Was
Nice
it
line.
punishment? Pat around when I get home. I guess a lesser woman would have lost hope. A greater woman wouldn't beg. But I looked to the sky and said, please, I've been on my knees. Change the prophecy. Don't want money, just someone who wants my company. Let it once be me. Who do I have to speak to about if they can redo the prophecy?
I like that hook.
And I sound like an infant, feeling like the very last drops of an ink pen. A greater woman stays cool, but I howl like a wolf at the moon. And I look
That's a
unstable,
cool lyric.
gathered
Yeah.
with a coven round a sorceress table. Be okay.
Those strings. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, those are nice.
Please, I've been on my
Man.
Yeah, I love that part.
knees. Change the prophecy. Don't want money, just someone who wants my company.
Cool. Her clearly just wanting to.
Find a love that'll last.
Yeah, that's the heartbreaking thing. I mean, don't want money. I mean, she clearly has enough of that. It's one thing that money really can't buy is
Mm-hmm.
a person that wants you for you and not for your money
Yeah.
and not for your status and all that.
One that's going to show up and be there.
Yeah.
Continually.
Maybe that's Travis.
Could be.
Maybe.
Yeah,
Hope
that
so.
song was kind of sad.
Totally. Kind
But
of.
I really dug it. It
Yeah.
was just,
Yeah,
you know,
same.
a sad topic.
Yeah.
Some of these songs with Erin remind me of her earlier work. Just
Yeah.
just the whole vibe and the sound.
I really dig just this whole vibe. I love that all these songs are, I mean, I tend to naturally, focus on her lyrics more.
One thing, I mean, I feel like I've talked about it before that I appreciate about her, and I feel like it's because of her country roots, is, she really was storytelling in country because that's what it is.
Mhm.
Pop music really isn't that, but she's really maintained a way to bring that over to pop in many ways.
I'm saying she's a genre
That's-
all her own.
Right.
Totally agree.
Cool. Next one is Cassandra.
Cassandra!
Was in my new house
Sorry.
placing daydreams.
Wayne's World.
Or Cassandra.
Patching up the crack along the wall. I pass it and lose track of what I'm saying. 'Cause that's where I was when I got the call. When the first stone's thrown, they're screaming. In the streets, there's a raging riot.
Might have commented and said that it gave him Port Blue vibes. This gives me Port Blue vibes. The instrumentation.
When the truth comes out, it's quiet. So they filled my cell with snakes. I regret to say, do you believe me now? I was in my tower weaving nightmares, twisting all my smiles into snarls.
Somebody else in there.
They say what doesn't kill you makes you aware. What happens if it becomes who you are?
There's a low voice.
I know,
there.
that's what I'm saying. Is it her? It's got to be
So they
somebody
killed
else.
Cassandra first, 'cause she feared the worst and tried to tell the town.
Ooh,
I like those
those
drums.
drums.
So they set my life
I'm a sucker
in
for those.
flames. I regret to say, do you believe me now? They knew the whole time that I was onto something. I patched up the crack along the wall. I pass it and lose track of what I'm saying. 'Cause that's where I was when I lost it all. So they killed Cassandra first, cause she feared the worst, and tried to tell the town. So they filled my cell with snakes, I regret to say. Do you believe me now?
Nice subtle build in production. Those drums there too.
I was on to something. When the first stone's thrown, they're screaming. In the streets there's a raging riot. When it's burn the bitch, they're shrieking. When the truth comes out, it's quiet. It's so quiet.
Even though at the end it says burn that bitch, I just kept getting this vibe about like the Salem witch trials for some reason. Like that there's this weird, like that she was the witch of the town, or like the outcast of the town, and that they wanted her outcasted. Almost like that she lived in a tower, or in this case, I think they said a cell, like filled my cell with snakes. I don't know why. I got that imagery once again. That's just what came to me.
She was too big, so they had to take her down.
Yeah.
Kind of the vibe I got. I almost kind of related this to the Kim situation. That's where she got the call, possibly that the video leaked, but the video was out, and then all the town, like I said, turned on her.
Yeah.
Burn the bitch. They're shrieking and then in the streets there's a raging riot. Because yeah, like I said, the world just turned on her in that moment. They know she's not the innocent girl she's been portraying this whole time.
I like that. I mean, I think there's different moments in her life where she could relate that. I do
Yeah,
like.
it doesn't have to be that specific
Right.
moment. It could be an accumulation of whenever basically the media turns on you and then the stakes come out.
It could almost fit like her time right now, because there are so many people saying she's too famous, too big, too oversaturated, and it does seem like there's this need of people to want to bring her down a
Right,
level
because she's
they
on
don't-
top.
Yeah, they don't like her up there.
I find it interesting if you think about the lines. So they filled my cell with snakes, all the stuff with Scooter.
That could be a moment she's referring to too, is when she found out that her
Catalog got sold.
catalog got sold. That was devastating to her.
Yeah.
That was her life's work.
Yeah.
Just sold off to the
Ripped
highest
away.
bidder.
Yeah.
Crazy.
And she didn't even get a chance to buy it. All right, what do we got
Cassandra.
next?
Now we got Peter. We're just going through all the names. We did Chloe and Sam and Sophia and Marcus. Cassandra. Now we're on Peter. A lot of piano leads here.
Yeah. Thinking the same thing.
Forgive me, Peter,
I don't hate it.
my lost fearless leader, in closets like cedar, preserved from when we were just kids. Is it something I did? I thought it was just goodbye for now. You said you were gonna grow up, then you were gonna come find me. Said you were gonna grow up, then you were gonna come find me. Said you were gonna grow up, then you were gonna come find me. Words from the mouths of babes, promises, oceans deep, but never to keep. Never to keep.
So it's like Peter Pan. Never grow up.
Yes, good
Are
job.
you still a mind reader, a natural scene stealer? I've heard great things, Peter, but life was always easier on you than it was on me. I hoped you'd return with your feet on
think you're
the
right, but I
ground.
thought I
Tell me
heard
all
something
that
else.
you've learned, 'cause love's never lost when perspective is earned. And you said you'd come and get me, but you were 25, and the shelf life of those fantasies has expired. Lost to the lost boys chapter of your life. Forgive me, Peter, please know that I tried to hold on to the days when you were mine. But the woman who sits by the window has turned out the light.
Like in Peter Pan. Yeah.
Well, and she referenced the Lost Boys.
You were gonna
Yeah.
grow up, then you were gonna come find me. Said you were gonna grow up.
Like this.
You said you were gonna grow up. Then you were gonna come find me. Said you were gonna grow up. You said you were gonna grow up. Then you were gonna come find me. Said you were gonna grow up. Then you were gonna come find
Said you were never gonna grow up.
I did like, yeah, I love that hook. It was nice. Visuals, like the Peter Pan references.
Totally.
Yeah, I love that.
Have this good time with this person or fall in love with this person, and they say they're going to grow up and come find you, but like Neverland, no one knows how to get there unless you know how to get there, and
Right.
you never grow up. So it's like, I don't know, it's kind of the just the total opposite of Peter Pan and Neverland.
Yeah.
kind of thing.
If I had to go in the lore, I'd almost think Maddie because of the previous relationship, you know, in 2014.
She says when we were just kids, so that could be
Yeah.
referring back to 2014, or it could just be someone from
Yeah,
her
that's right.
past that
Right,
she had always kind of hoped and longed
True.
that maybe they would end up together,
Totally.
or they'd find their way back to each other.
That was Peter. Now we're going on to the Bolter.
a curious child, ever reviled by everyone except her own father. With a quite bewitching face, splendidly selfish, charmingly helpless, excellent fun till you get to know her. Then she runs like it's a race. Behind her back, her best mates laughed, and they nicknamed her the Bolter.
Okay.
Started with a kiss, oh we must stop meeting like this, but it always ends up with a town car speeding out the drive one evening. All her fucking life
Oh my.
flashed before her eyes. It feels like the time she felt.
There's like that little synth or so subtle. What is that?
Yeah.
He was a cat, wanted her bad, just like any good trophy hunter. And at first blush, this is fate.
I always like his subtle use of strings.
Yeah. Very subtle.
Most times, yeah, you don't notice until you notice.
Saturday, that's when she sees the littlest leaks down on the floorboards, and she just knows she must bolt. Started with a kiss, oh we must stop meeting like this, but it always ends up with a town car speeding out the drive one evening.
I like the bounce in this hook.
Oh yeah.
Ended with the slam of a
Mostly
door
carried by her vocals.
Wish he wouldn't be sore, but as she was
She's good at
Don't
that.
be sore.
it felt like breathing.
That's why I don't work out.
All her fucking lives flashed before her eyes. Men of many faces, first they're off to the races, and she's laughing, drawing aces, but none of it is changing. That the chariot is
A lot of rhyming.
Yeah.
For the break-in, there's escape and escaping. Started with a kiss, oh we must stop meeting like this, but it always ends up with a town car speeding. She fell through the ice, then came out alive.
But
Thinking
why?
Runaway Bride.
Ah, okay. Throwback references.
Dude, your references are out of control. Everyone knows that.
Her classic like pop hook.
Mm-hmm.
Have
Yeah,
that.
I was into it.
I love when she goes into that. The Bolter, it does sound like, I mean, somebody that once there is a sign of danger or a sign of things not working out, they just dip out.
What a charming Saturday. So they're on this little rowboat in Central Park Lake. She sees the littlest leaks, like literally the leaks coming through a sinking ship, as in a relationship, down on the floorboards, and she just knows she must bolt.
Yeah.
I got to
Right.
get away from this person. I know this is bad. Our boat's sinking, but what a fine Saturday. More
Cool.
names kind of going on here.
Yep.
Oh, Robin now. This is about Batman and Robin. Or
Baskin, Robbins.
we'll find out.
Long may you reign, you're an animal, you are bloodthirsty, Levers slowed down, clocks tethered, all this showmanship to keep it for you in sweetness. Way to go, tiger. Higher and higher.
Sound has like a little bit of optimism too.
Wilder and lighter for you.
Whoa.
Bass guitar there.
Long may you roar at your dinosaurs. You're a just ruler, covered in mud. You look ridiculous, and you have no idea. Buried down deep and out of your reach, the secret we all vowed to keep it from you in sweetness. Way to go, tiger. Wilder and lighter for you.
So like I said, optimistic sound. Talked about like a trampoline stuff. It seems like it was talking about like a kid. And I almost
kinda
wonder if
got
it's
a
just like
young
that child wonder, like, because it said something about growing up too.
The way to go tiger thing is something you say to a kid too.
Yeah.
Way to,
Way
that's,
to go, tiger.
yeah.
Very deep down and out of your reach, the secret we all vowed to keep it from you. Basically saying like adulthood, like all this responsibility, all the stuff that you're
We're trying
eventually
to protect
gonna have
you.
to
Yeah.
do.
You'll have your chance to go out there and experience,
Yeah.
but for now,
Because
Be
enjoy
a kid.
childhood. Yeah.
and that's like always the trick when you're a kid. You can't wait to grow up and like have all this
Yeah.
freedom, and then you grow up and you're like,
yeah.
Our
Wanna be a
oldest
kid.
son, Brad, literally the other day was like, "Oh, I can't wait to get a job," and I'm like, "No,
no, bro,
No.
no, that is not the way.
no, I really like
I
that."
want to be a tiger.
All right, now we're on to the final track, the manuscript. How are we gonna end this?
Now and then she rereads the manuscript of the entire torrid affair. They compared their licenses. He said, I'm not a donor, but I'd give you my heart if you needed it. She rolled her eyes and said, you're a professional. He said, no, just a good Samaritan. He said that if the sex was half as good as the conversation was, soon they'd be pushing strollers.
Oh boy.
But soon it was over.
Oof.
Guess not good conversation.
In the age of him, she wished she was 30 and made coffee every morning in a French press. Afterwards, she only ate kids' cereal and couldn't sleep unless it was in her mother's bed. Then she dated boys who were her own age, with dartboards on the backs of their doors. She She thought about how he said, since she was so wise beyond her years, everything had been above board. She wasn't sure.
Epic.
And the years passed like scenes of a show. The professor said to write what you know. Looking backwards might be the only way to move forward. Then the actors were hitting their marks, and the slow dance was alight with the sparks, and the tears fell in synchronicity with the score. And at last, she knew what the agony had been for. The only thing that's left is the manuscript. One last souvenir from my trip to your shores. Now and then I reread the manuscript, but the story isn't mine anymore.
Beautiful.
Definitely about a relationship with an older man.
I was just going to say that. And it seems like, I mean, the trauma and stuff from it, from this whole part of as the years passed, like scenes of a show, the professor said to write down what you know, looking back may be the only way to move forward.
I think it's about, I'm going to throw this out there,
John.
Jake Gyllenhaal.
Oh.
He was
Okay.
older.
John.
And there's the actor's
thinking John.
reference, the manuscript.
I love that though. Like the only thing that's left is the manuscript. One last souvenir from my trip to your shores. Like,
She's saying this is the last time I'm going to think about this
yeah.
instead of him. But yeah.
I just like the manuscript idea. It's something you write down, put on a shelf, revisit from time to time, but it's not your story anymore.
Yeah, no, I definitely like that last line a
That
lot.
was a
And
really
a great
cool-
way to end the album.
Yeah, super cool. That was meant to be a closer for sure.
100%.
Yeah, and production,
Because
super deep.
thinking back to something she recently wrote was that, you know, once she got it out, she was healing.
Yeah.
It is super cathartic for that. And this album, both of them feel like a very cathartic experience. I don't know, like writing in general is, I can't wait to just digest this second
Totally.
album more. I feel like there's so much more I want to re-listen to and pay more attention to the production. There was so many, just Aaron is very good at like the little things that you barely hear.
Yeah.
Like you were saying, with some instruments, I mean, you barely even notice it, and it'll just be there
I
for
didn't
a few seconds
until you said something
know?
sometimes.
And that's just so cool to like make that extra effort to have it be there.
Well,
So,
that's cool for re-listens too, because
Yeah,
you do
Yep.
catch up on it. And you're like,
Yep.
oh, dang.
for sure.
Totally.
That's tasty. This whole second half, was really interesting because it seemed to fit the whole poem vibe more, I felt,
Totally.
than the first. But that said, I love the standard edition. I can see why she separated them in this way.
Yeah, they're two totally different vibes to me, and I feel like this was a good second half, like not main album, but also not like vault tracks or outtakes.
No.
These stand on their own, but yeah, it's definitely got a different feeling.
Mm-hmm.
Feel even more sad, than
Deeper
main
in
one.
more ways. I felt like there was a lot of humor and sarcasm on the standard edition. There was a little bit here.
Yeah.
I laughed at some of the lines, especially like that one about the poet being in a financial man's
Yeah.
body, like somebody that's stuck doing something they don't want to
Yeah.
do.
They did feel like a heavy batch of songs, though. There was a lot of times where I laughed or was like, "Oh, that's clever," you know. A lot of
Yeah.
the times I was like, "Man,
Heartbreaking.
yeah, most definitely."
Be sure to check out our review of this in 2 weeks from now after we digest it more. We have lots of other videos on our channel with Taylor and tons of other artists. So be sure to look out for that. Let us know in the comments if you think we should react to something else.
We'll catch you in the next one. Peace.
Later.
Bye.
We hereby conduct this postmortem.